that's rising, oh, just you watch. I'm stepping into fate. There is no time to waste. I've got that lightning inside me. This is how legends are made. This is how legends are made. This is how legends are made. I'm cranking up on the throttle, victory is mine. Show you the harder the battle, harder I fight. I've come too far to quit. Step back, I'm going in. I'm cranking up on the throttle. This is how legends are made. This is how legends are made. This is how legends are made. I've got that lightning inside me. Oh, just you watch. This is how legends are made. I'm like a titan that's rising. Oh, just you watch. This is how legends are made.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome inside King Track and Field Stadium. I'm Carson Watkins, and today we got a matchup between the Huntington University Foresters. They're coming into this one at 4 wins, 2 losses, and 2 ties on the season, and the Taylor Trojans, who are coming into this one at 2-6. Foresters coming back on the home field after 2 straight road losses, so I'm imagining these familiar walls are going to be incredibly welcoming to them. Their first loss came last Saturday to Spring Arbor. Huntington's not known for losing at Spring Arbor, so that was really interesting. That was their first loss of the season. And on Wednesday night in PKs against the St. Francis Cougars, they ended up losing after a 50-minute PK, just went under the hand of Greenfield to give them that loss. In both those games, the Foresters were unable to find the back of the net. So today, the Forester offense is going to have to start playing a little bit better. They're going to start to charge the net more, but this Forester defense is also going to have to pick up a little bit of the slack. Unfortunately, like I said, that PK coming against St. Francis was a little bit unfortunate, but nonetheless, they're going to have to play quite well. For the Trojans, ironically enough, on their 2 wins, both of them came on the road. So they've been doing quite well in road games. They've been unable to win on their own field, but doing quite well on the road. Their 2 wins came against the Cougars of St. Francis and the Goshen Maple Leafs. Now, one thing to note about Taylor, they're number 2 in division in the NAIA in total saves. They have 78 on the year compared to Huntington that only has 43 on the year. So it's going to be quite interesting to see how they balance that out, because they know they have a great defense, and they're going to have to try to get through that defense in order to find the back of the net, which they've struggled to do the last week. But at the same time, they're just going to have to charge that net and make sure they can find it, and watch out for this great Trojan back line. A couple changes in the starting 11 for the Foresters, including a new keeper. That's going to be really interesting to see. Greenfield is going to have a seat today, but for the Foresters to get a win, they're going to have to play quite well. As we go through the starting lineups here for the Foresters, Jordan Morris is going to get the start today. Valentin DeConnick's also going to start, so is Captain Noah Stanford. Hunter Jackson is going to get a start. Josh Jones and Pablo Garcia is going to get a start. Blake Cook, James Light, and Josh Erlinson, Keegan Lee, and Camden Dice will be your starting 11 for your home Foresters. It's going to be a great game. The I-9 rivalry has a lot of passion in it, so we'll be back here for kickoff momentarily.
The biggest thing that has shocked me about the program is the appeal the program has across the country. We recruit kids and get kids from all over. We've had kids from Florida, Maryland, Hawaii, California, Washington. We've got several recruits coming up from Texas and Louisiana. Men's team, women's team, it doesn't matter. Everybody is really a close-knit type group. If they do fall behind in classes, they absolutely have to come to us, find them tutors. We'll find somebody on the team that can help them with classes, and we will make any and all necessary things and adjustments for them to catch up on their studies. Any player that's gone through this program in the past is just as much part of our family group now as they were when they bowled. And that's something that's really special and different about our program from a lot of other programs.
Got it off today. National anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, our officials for today's game.
And welcome back inside King Track and Field Stadium. As I mentioned before, starting in goal today, Joaquin Hansen. He's a senior out of Chile. So he's been playing quite well. As I mentioned, this Taylor team ranked second in NAIA in total saves. So the Foresters, if they can find the net, they're going to have to work extra hard to get the ball around him. It's going to be really interesting to see how they manage that and what Coach Lawson has drawn up. So I said a little bit different starting 11 today. Couple mainstays, maybe getting a little bit of rest today. But this game is crucial for the Foresters as they look to grab this win. And as I said, we are charging towards the playoffs at rapid speed. The last home game is looking to be against Bethel on Halloween. And right after that, it's playoff time. So if the Foresters want to, the past couple years, they've their first conference title, they had to play every game on the road. Last year, they got the first two at home, but had to go play Spring Arbor. So if they want a championship game at home, they're going to have to win down the stretch here with quite a few road games. As kickoff just comes, the Trojans wasting no time trying to launch that across the field. But no luck, throw in for Taylor almost immediately. Throw-in goes there near the box. Trojans charging. That one's going to cross. It's going to be flown over the net. Cook watched that one fly. Knew it didn't really have too much of a chance to get back there. And now Cook's going to organize everybody. Lots of Foresters and Trojans near the center, and that was going to be sailed right to midfield. Going to be kicked around. Trojans maintain possession almost immediately. Huerta had that one, took it out, and it will be a Trojan throw-in. Throw-in coming now from Parton. Parton has it back, gets that one from Lee. Trojans still in possession now. McBride has this one. Lots of speed on him. Almost gets a shove down, and they will call that. He did get I guess stiff arm would be the best word to use. And now the Trojans in prime territory will have opportunity to get a free kick here. Parton will take this free kick. Lots of Trojans. They're going to charge the box. Cook's going to watch this one. He's going to hit a hand on it. And, ooh, just to the right side. That's a goal kick for the Foresters. Cook's going to take this free kick. 2 minutes gone by already. Kick to midfield now. Back in it, Morris tries to strip that one, gets a good, DeConnick's gonna charge the box here, got Garcia on his left, and he gets tripped up, and they're gonna call that. These officials really not messing around so far. Almost every little nick has been called, so now the Foresters have a free kick right near the box. Looks like Garcia's gonna take this one. My apologies, Garcia's gonna stand Lighton's gonna take this one. Foresters on the left side of the box. Garcia and Lighton having a bit of a conversation. Looks like they're both gonna line up, so I don't know who's taking this one. Two-man wall from the Trojans. Garcia's gonna fake it, gonna go towards the box, and a good save there from Hansen. Trojans charging back almost immediately. Still trying to move the ball around here. That one's going to be kicked back to Sagan. Sagan back up the field. Trojans playing a bit of a game of catch, if you will. And that one sails out of bounds for a Forester throw-in. Foresters waste no time on the throw-in. Send that one back to the defense. Erlinson is there to take this one. Gonna have to bounce it around. He passes that one up to Lee. Lee back to Erlinson. Erlinson near the box getting pressured. DeConnick just watches that one slide by him. Hardy has this one. Sends it across midfield yet again. Moving the ball up. Kick back again. Purple and green surrounding. Trojans in purple with white stripes. Foresters in all green with white lettering. Now Trojans can charge the box. That one's going to be kicked away by Erlinson. DeConnick heads it, and the Foresters with a great defensive stop. That one's going to be kicked in. Morris going to have to use that speed. Got to watch the offside. He's going to be charged. Morris gets around him, and not quite there. Morris tried to push his back to that one to let it go, but Lee's going to be there to intercept it. Stanford's going to have to get there. He gets there good. Forester still in possession. Garcia, Stanford's going to get there, tries to get around him, and we got a call coming here. A little bit of a shove down. Stanford gets help to his feet, and that will be a goal kick. Hansen's going to take this goal kick here. He's going to walk out quite a ways. As I mentioned, just great defense right off the bat. Decides not to boot it in favor of a quick short pass. Got to go back to Hansen. Hansen kicks this one to the right side of the pitch. Kicked up here yet again, moving towards midfield. There's Haldera. Moved around here. Trojans playing quite well around the Foresters. That one's kicked up to Haldera again. Kicked up here. Cook's going to watch that one. He gets another save to his resume. Cook rolls that one out to Erlinson. Erlinson juggling the ball here. Back to Erlinson's going to have to watch this one. He's being pressured immediately. Two Trojans right there, and Cook's going to get the pass back to him. Had to watch that one, make sure it didn't go into his own net. Foresters moving the ball up. Good footwork there from the Foresters. Looking to move the ball upfield. They do it. Garcia gets a little shove off. Going to be hit out again. And another throw-in coming for the Foresters. Kicked around here, headed off. Right side of the pitch, being headed around, and that one sails out of bounds. Morris is going to take this one, tries to get around there. It's headed away. Had a good... They're using Morris's speed here early. Garcia gets tripped up, no call. Trojans move the ball back towards midfield, but we're seeing a lot of that speed. And I know the Forester faithful probably can't forget this, but his goal against Goshen, that's exactly what he had to do. He had to move the ball around, and he made a guy miss and had a one-on-one with the goalkeeper and got it in. Erlinson in a battle here, has to watch his arms, getting a little handsy there. Gets tripped up, looking for a handball, not going to get it. Erlinson sends that one up. DeConnick's going to be there, being pressured, tries to get it back to Lee, intercepted immediately. Trojans charging the box, misses the foot of Hardy. But the Trojans still have possession in the box. They cross it to the right side of the box. Kicked in here. It's going to be kicked away. Who hit it last? It was the Foresters, and that will be a corner. Big corner kick here for the Foresters and Cook. Cook is a senior goalkeeper out of Hamilton, Ohio. Trojans take this one into the box. Goes way over, headed out by the Foresters. Trojans still in possession. A little kick right there. Trojans still have it. They got a good setup here. Tries to get around Garcia. He's going to get there. It's going to be bounced off. Cook tapped it, and another corner coming. Foresters might need to try to get the ball out farther this time. Morris sitting at midfield with 2 Trojan defenders, ready to pounce on any opportunity. Got to watch the offsides, though. Kick comes in here. Low kick. Kicked, headed out by Garcia almost immediately, but it appears the Trojans will remain in possession. Stanford takes a spill there, stays on his feet. Morris still standing towards midfield, gets it around Stanford. This one's going to be crossed the box, kicked away. Kick to the left side of the pitch. Gilmean had that one. Forrester's looking to clear it now. Garcia has this one. Morris trying to get around, has to watch the offsides and does. Has a one-on-one here. Trojans get it. Morris trying to keep possession of it, getting held on to. Morris takes a spill, no call on either side, but who gets a throw in? It will be a Forrester throw in. Throw in coming, short throw in there, decides not to let it charge the box. Stanford trying to get around here, being held on to. Can't trip him up, and that will stay, and that will be a goal kick. Hansen going to take this goal kick here. Short kick to the right side of the pitch. So it appears the Trojans are going to limit themselves, decide not to take this, as DeConnick's going to pass it back to Garcia. Garcia looking to set something up. Trojans not going to charge him. Morris is going to be on the charge now. Has to find a way around this defender. Morris kicks that one in, takes a spill. Will be intercepted by the Trojans. Forrester's there to intercept it again, though. Going to advance the ball towards the box. Intercepted yet again by the Trojans. Moving the ball towards midfield. Forrester still in possession. Garcia has this one. Kicked away. Still moving the ball around. Good slide tackle there from the Trojans. And another good one going to be plucked away. And that will be a Trojan throw-in as they look to set up something offensively. Barton had that throw in, moving around. Garcia's going to try to use his speed to get around there. DeConnick takes this one. He's going to clear it into the stands. Barton with possession again. Trojans moving the ball into the zone. Morris going to take a step back from that one. Kicked above the head of the Foresters. McBride had that one. Trojans still looking to advance the ball. They do. Danoff is going to take this one into the box. Crosses it. Nobody there except for the green to grab it. Garcia tries to play. And that'll be a Forester throw-in. Trying to look to set something up. Throw in. Garcia has that one. Tries to clear. He gets it. Barely stays in bound. Morris has to get around here. Tries to do some fancy footwork. Gets it around, but the Trojans still had a good opportunity for it. Moved upfield now. Lee has that one. DeConnick is going to take it. Does a little twist around here. Having to find some open field. moving towards the box, just can't get upfield. He finds someone to pass it to. Erlinson has this one. Erlinson still moving the ball around, back to Lee. And there's a good kick. Morris has this one, gets it away, gets trapped. He was wrapped around, got tripped up. Play continues on, nothing dirty there. Gillamine has this one. He passes it back to Hoosier. Morris with a little tap that was called. And Hanson's going to take the kick here. Gets way out from his own goal. He's at midfield. He's elected not to take short goal kicks, but it looks like he's going to try to launch this one. Trojans all over the box. Kicked in here. That's a long kick. Going to be way up there. Headed out by Stanford. Trojans still in possession, trying to get the ball around. Camden Dice moves this one. Gets tripped up again. A little bit of rain coming last night, making this field a little slippery. Kicked up here. Forrester, now we have a one-on-one here, and bad ball handling. That one's out of bounds. A little bit of a misstep by Parton, let that one sail out of bounds with a good opportunity to get into the goal. Just not quite there. Throwing coming from Dice, he has quite an arm. Headed around here. Kick back to Holder. Haldera has it again. A little bit of a curve on that one as he sails it to the right side of the pitch. Morris closely following, gets in between Stanford. Hardy has this one, gonna try to cross it. Gotta be careful not to let this one sail out of bounds for a goal kick. Gets it around, gets tripped up there, no call. Play continues on, Stanford got tripped up with him. DeConnick in the midfield is picked away, and Garcia was on the right side. Kicked away now. Garcia has it, trying to keep it inbounds, and that'll be a Forrester throw-in. That was going to actually be a free kick. Morris has this one, gets tangled up there. Morris gets it above. Lee is there to send it in. DeConnick gets tripped up a little bit by the grass. Morris has this one. He has DeConnick on the right side. DeConnick has this one. He's going to kick it into Lee. Lee has to get around over to Stanford. Stanford's going to try to get through everybody. Gets tripped up by the grass, apparently. And that'll be a free kick for the Foresters right outside the box. And that was actually a handball. A little bit confusion. Hardy thought he was tripped up and thought he was going to get the free kick, but did not get it. And the question is, what did the Foresters do here? They're going to try to launch it into the box. Hanson's probably going to have to try to have a defender. He's standing on the right side of the post, kind of leaning against it. They're going to do that little trickery. Lighton and Garcia. One of them's going to take it. We just don't know who. A four-person wall. Garcia takes it, kicks it up there, and it hits the post. Forresters have to get on it quickly. It's cleared away. Unlucky break for Garcia as it just scrapes the post. And it was barely there, just an inch lower. That would have been the first goal of the day. No dice. Pun not intended. Now DeConnick's going to take this one. He sails it in there. Moore's going to have to try to get there. We have a goalkeeper is down, and the Trojans with a great defensive stand clear it away. But the Foresters still in possession. Garcia's going to take this one, looking for redemption. He gets that one scraped away. Slide tackle there. And that one sails out of bounds for a throw-in for the Trojans. In the 18th minute of this game. Still scoreless, 27:45 remaining. And that one sails out of bounds for a Forrester throw in. Offensive attack from the Trojans, can't even get started. Stanford has this one, followed closely by two defenders. Gets it intercepted, kick back now on the right side of the field. Trojans still have it. Garcia having to get through a handful of people. Another Forrester throw in. Lucky break for the Foresters. That one gets advanced. Throw in here. Morris has it. Gonna have to try to get around right side of the box. Morris tries to get around him. It is picked off. Parton has this one, moving it up the field, closely followed by DeConnick. Dice Lee takes on the defender. DeConnick just misses that one. Slide tackle, completely clean. All ball there. DeConnick takes this one, has Morris on the right side. Stanford in the middle. Hansen way out of his own box. Garcia was on the chase. Lighton has this one again, moving the ball upfield, trying to at least. Trojans now in possession yet again. Here comes Haldura. That one's going to be kicked up there to Parton. Parton gets on, taken away from Dice. Slows the momentum down. Trojan throw-in coming from Parton. Let's see if he tries to launch it into the box. And a substitution now coming for the Trojans. Throw-in coming here. Way in there, going to be headed out. Lee's going to try to take this one. Trojan still in possession, gets tripped up. Long launch there. Morris has a good read on it. Had to watch the offside, so couldn't quite attack it. Now Kolk has this one. Stanford intercepts it. Stanford has it again. Garcia, fancy footwork, gets it around. Now Stanford has it. Has DeConnick on the right side. Morris in the middle. He passes it to Morris. Now it's another offensive stand. Dayhoff comes in with this one, gets it off his foot, and now the Force have another throw-in. Hunter Jackson will take this throw-in. And that one bounced off of Stanford, so now the Trojans have possession of this one. Throw in here. Moving the ball around. That one's going to be kicked. Kolk is there. Dice pressured him, sends it back towards midfield. That one was caught by Gilmy. Tries to get it in, lets the offense reset. That one's going to go across the box towards the center, headed out. Trojans still maintain possession. Forrester's looking for a handball, not going to get it. About a 3-on-2 here. DeConnick has it, sends it up to Garcia. Garcia tries to clear that one. Morris almost has it, but it's going to be stolen by the Trojans. Trojans sends one across midfield yet again. Morris tries to get there on a chase. Morris playing as the main striker, really not going towards the box. Even like during corner kicks, Morris stays towards the back. Morris gets tripped up there, no call. It's going to be really tough for this official. We've seen a lot of people slipping and sliding, and the field is a little wet today. So it really will be a challenge for this officiating crew to deem what was physical and what was just slippery conditions. And that one will be taken out. Trojan throw-in. throw in here. Going to be headed around now. Ball finally on the ground near the box. Trojans going to try to use their speed to get around. That one's sent out, and that'll be a goal kick. The official will say it went off the hands of Mapa. Or off the shin of him, if you will. And now the Foresters have possession. Dice takes this one on the right side of the pitch, tries to at least. That one's going to be kicked out. Dice throws that one way in there. DeConnick tries to get it off the head. He gets tripped up there. Are they going to call a PK? No call. Almost slid out. Lucky break there for the Trojans. Another, and they will call that one. Keegan Lee might have gotten shoved down. They're going to move the ball up just a little bit. Garcia looks like he's going to take this one himself. Foresters on the right side of the box. Left side of the box, my apologies. Kicked in now, going to go high up there, head it off, and Hansen's going to pluck that one out of the sky. .21:30 remaining now. Hansen with a line drive there, going to be headed off. Went backwards. Trojans still in possession though. Morris going to take a charge here. Relatively clean game, no cautions, no yellows yet. Couple free kicks though, nothing crazy. Going to be and that's going to try to get around. McBride has this one, gets around Dice, has to try to find, crosses the box, too much power. That was headed off with quite a bit of power, just nowhere near the goal. Now the Foresters have this one, trying to move it around here. Fancy footwork there. Foresters finally get it out of the box. Right side of the pitch. Morris going to try to take this off of bounds. Gets it around, skyballs it. Stays in bounds? No, it does not. It was a good kick there. Got it in the air to give him a chance to get around the defender. Just did not go exactly where he needed to. Throw in coming now. A little bit of confusion. Trying to find an open man to throw it to. Finally gets it in. Will be intercepted, and a call comes late for a free kick for the Trojans. Coach Lawson not putting any subs in quite yet. This starting 11 has played quite well. No goals, but the defense is there. DeConnick has this one. Garcia has to make a quick turnaround. Moving the ball around here. And Dice was in a good position to take that pass, but could not quite get there as the ball just kind of got slipped up. McBride trying to get around the defense here. Towards the box, good kick there. Trojans still in possession, two Forester defenders. Moved around, McBride has this one, gets it off his body. Bad bounce for him. It's another thing to take into account, my apologies, is the fact that the Trojans play on a turf football field with soccer lines, obviously, but that has to be a little bit different. Morris comes in late, and that will be a Trojan throw-in. Foresters disagreeing with the call, but had to move quickly. Morris has this one, gets it around the defender, has the ball handle quite well, gets a little shove off here. Morris trying to get around the defender, not quite there. Out of bounds yet again for another Forester throw-in. Morris lost his fast break, but Dice has the arms to get this across field. But as I was saying, the fact that you have to go from a turf field with soccer with football lines, that has to be an adjustment for the players. When the football field looks a little bit different than a normal soccer field, as they're going to take a switch on the throw-in here. And also the conditions are just a little bit different than natural grass. So the Trojans have to take that into account every time they go on the road. Dice is going to take this one, throws it in. Coach Lawson brings out some substitutions. Sails out of bounds for a Trojan throw-in. McBride decided to watch that one slide by him to avoid any issues. Throw in now. Foresters have to get it around. Alexander was there on defense. Erlinson was on defense yet again. Could not quite get where he needed to go. Trojans bring the ball across midfield. And that's a goal kick. Cook playing quite well so far in his day in goal. Cook launches this one. That's a high ball there. Moved around here. And that one sails out of bounds for another Trojan throw-in. Delayed call there. Forrest trying to move the ball around. And another Trojan throw-in coming. Almost 30 minutes gone by now. Still no goal. It's been a defensive battle up to this point. Nothing that we didn't quite expect. As we hit the 16-minute mark, 16 minutes remaining. Throw-in coming here. Trojans watching the ball bounce around the box. Gonna try to cross it in. Cook's gonna have to dive on this one. Gets down. Ball still in play. And that is a corner for the Trojans. Trojans, I think, have had about 3 corners to the Foresters' 1 thus far. They're going to have to tackle this one yet again. It appears that Parton is going to take this one. He's a junior out of Wheaton, Illinois, hailing from Wheaton Academy. High kick there, going to go towards the box. Cook snatches it out of the air. He snatched it out of the air, took it over the head of somebody, and dove down for it. He's going to throw this one in with a lot of field to use. Alexander has this one. Going to send it to the left side of the field to Garcia. Garcia keeps it in bounds barely. That was going to be slide tackled out of bounds for a Forester throw-in. Looking for the throw-in now. That one's going to go back now. Lee has this one, sends it into the box. Garcia has a good read on it, tries to head it away, and Hansen there for yet another save. He might be making his case today to take that first spot in the NAIA for total saves. I don't think he likes working that hard, but I think the distinguished would be, the awards would be nice. It's a very good defensive conference in the Crossroads League. That one's kicked back. Kolk had that one. It's going to be moved back now. Hoosier took that one, sent it to the right side of the pitch. Hansen has this one, closely followed by Alexander. Stanford gets in a mid-air collision. Gonna move up the field again. Stanford with the header. Ardle was there for that one. Kicked all the way across the field into the breadbasket of Coach Lawson. Moving the ball around here. Right side of the field. Parton was there. And one-on-one now. Cooks have to get back into his goal. Dice takes that early. He gets in there and cleared out by the Foresters. Gonna move the ball up here. Ardle has this one. Kicked up to Garcia. Garcia gets the ball around, has to use a little bit of his speed. Gets slide tackled. Might have been able to get a call there, just decides to play on. And a trip up there. That's going to be a free kick for the Foresters. James Lighton's going to take this free kick. Stanford about the middle of the box, so is Artle. Launch towards the box, low hanging drive. Hansen right there to pick that one up. Once again, Hansen making a statement today. Punt there. Oh, it's going to be tripped up there. No call. Trojan Bent's none too happy about that one. Allen has this one, sends it in. On a chase is Alexander. Alexander on the right side of the box. Has to keep it inbounds. Does. Gonna watch, see if anybody gets out of bounds. It stays inbound. That's a Forester throw-in. Forester throwing right near the box. Alexander there. Another Forester throw-in coming now. 11:25 remaining. This has been a relatively quick half. Throw-in coming now. Kick back. Right side of the box, tries to cross it in, and another Forester throw-in. I think the Foresters are hoping that eventually maybe they'll get a little bit closer to the line, to the goal line, so they can get a corner kick out of this. Not quite there yet. Going to be moved in, cross the box. Hansen is going to be kicked away. Garcia's going to have to run to the right side of the box. Oh, and that was a good kick there from Lee. And on the left side of the pitch, Dice is there. And that will be a foul. Montipa. Dice is going to take this free kick now. 10:30 remaining. Foresters, both teams looking for a boost as they go into the locker room. Alexander's there. Kicked out. Good job by Alexander to save that one from going out of bounds. Garcia has this one. Oh, and he had a good read there on a pass to Artle, but just was not quite there. Left side of the pitch now. Parton has this one. Goes off of Lee for a throw-in and a couple Trojan substitutions now. As the clock continues to wind, we are now under 10 minutes. Golemy is going to take this throw-in now. Throw-in coming here. Kick back now. Alexander is there. Harrell's going to move this ball up. Going to be kicked away here. Still trying to move the ball around. Kick towards midfield. Sailed across the field now. Left side of the pitch. Going to be moved there. Alexander got to be careful there. Gets around him. Muffy had that one kicked into the box. Trojans trying to use a little bit of their speed and height. Alexander's going to get tied up. And that'll be another free kick for the Foresters. Moving the ball around here. Right side of the box. Little tangle up there. And that one barely stays in bounds. And it does stay in bounds, strangely enough. And that'll be a throw-in for the Trojans. Still trying to move the ball around here. And that'll be a foul. The Trojans took a stumble. Prime real estate for a free kick here. It's exactly what they want. Both teams looking for a goal to go into the half with some momentum. Waiting for the call. Trojans on the left side of the box are staying center. Cook's going to try to take this one and nabs it right out of the air. Cook looking for somebody to kick it to. He finds it. Left side of the field. Garcia has this one. Going to pass it back. Garcia's going to try to take this one. It's going to be plopped by Hansen. And that one sails out of bounds off of the kick. Trojans still moving the ball upfield to the right side of the pitch now. Trojan in the box. That one's picked off, and it will set out of bounds as we are the winding seconds of the 40th minute. Still a very defensive battle. Not even only a handful of shots on goal. The closest goal thus far was the attempt off the free kick from Garcia that nicked the top of the crossbar. The best opportunity. Move the ball back, right side of the pitch, and sails out of bounds yet again. Another Trojan throw in. Trojans not showing quite a lot of urgency quite yet. Still moving the ball around. That was kicked in. Cook with possibly the easiest save he's going to get today. Sails that one into Garcia. Garcia has to listening for footsteps. Sends that one back to Dice. Dice getting charged quickly. Sends that one across field. Allen has this one. Garcia has it now. Trying to get around the defenders, trying to find somebody to pass to. And tripped up there. No call. Clean slide tackle going to be moved towards the box. Arnold has that one. Garcia has it now. Garcia is trying to get around and is going to sail out of bounds for a Forrester throw in now. Dice is going to take this one. We know what kind of arm he has. Dice standing in about lane 6 of the track. And he takes a little step up. He's now on the field. Throws it way in there. Gets it way off. That was almost a corner kick for the Foresters. And another good stand by the Trojans defense as they clear that one out. Lee's going to get there. Sends it upfield. Allen has this one. Another good send in there. Alexander's was going after that one. Couldn't quite get there. Ocock won a chase. Garcia took a seat. Moving the ball around yet again. Kick towards the center of the field. Lee's going to have this one. He's got to go on a chase here. Will be taken away, and that's going to be a Trojan throw-in. I wasn't quite sure if it hit off the foot of McBride. It did not. He let it sail out of bounds. 2:35 remaining. Trojans have a lot of field to make up. They want to get near their box. Ocock has this one, tries to get around. Arm getting tangled up, gets it through the legs of the defenders, but no luck as Lee tries to head this one back in. Forrester still looking for a momentum boost here. Trojans quickly make up lots of ground. 2-minute warning now for both teams. Attempting to move the ball in. That one's kicked away. Cook's going to try to grab this one to avoid a corner and barely gets it. Cook sets this one in. 1:45 remaining. Forrester's going to have to make something happen fast if they want a goal here in this half. As I mentioned, Forrester's unable to find the back of the net in their last 2 games. Has to be a little bit demoralizing for a team, but the Foresters still playing tough, knowing that they had a good early season and are in a prime position to have a top seed in the playoffs. Tripped up here, sent out of bounds yet again. Not a lot of urgency from either squad quite yet, knowing they have another 45 minutes to play. 46 actually, if you want to count this minute. Trojans now going to play with some urgency. Under 1 remaining. Muffy has this one. Muffy has it yet again, tries to get it around. Good slide tackle there from Allen. And that one sailed out of bounds. And a corner. 40 seconds remaining. Trojans decide to burn a little clock. Wind picking up, that is going to be a factor in this kick. That one sails way out there, 15 seconds remaining. Foresters get a lucky break there on the defensive stand. 10 seconds remaining now. Trojans move the ball in the box, not waiting to give up on a halftime. And that one sails out of bounds for a corner, and they're just not going to take it, and we're going to go into the half. An exciting half of defense for both teams as it is knotted up at 0-0 going into the second half. After a quick break, we'll be back here, some halftime stats and halftime action. This is Carson Watkins, HU Men's Soccer on FDN Sports.
Here in Huntington University's film program, we offer a one-of-a-kind experience. You'll have access to state-of-the-art equipment and the opportunity to gain practical experience on set. But what really sets us apart from other universities? While the films that we make are important to us, we give special attention to how we make them. In our film program, we understand the process behind making a film is just as important as the finished product you see on screen, and how we treat one another on set has a big impact. Which is why our program is part of the Kinema Commonwealth, a group of filmmakers dedicated to creating an environment of mutual respect that values individual artists over the bottom line. Our goal is to create excellent works of cinematic art and storytelling that both entertain and turn those involved into better people. We hold to 3 community values that make up the Kinema Manifesto. The first is respect for the individual, in which the time, energy, resources, and personal well-being of the artist are shown full respect. Artists are not just used for their talents, but embraced as collaborators. The second is respect for the community, where the natural environment, the local community, and the audience are all treated with the utmost care and respect. Filmmaking impacts not only the filmmakers, but those around us too. The third is respect for the art, because each filmmaker should be given artistic freedom to work creatively and to the best of their ability. while remembering that we are all working towards the same story. We believe that by living out these community values daily, the resulting projects will be works of passion, infused with the artistic voices of all the filmmakers. Our hope is that our students will not only practice these values during their 4 years here, but that they will take them into the professional industry and over time, revolutionize the way films are made in the United States and the rest of the world. We are striving to create leaders who pursue excellence in their craft while showing love and respect to those around them.
So Powder Puff football is 2 teams divided up by floors, and then they all have flags, so it's just a flag football game. And so we have the 2 end zones, and it's just like a regular game. We usually play 2 20-minute halves, and it's just a good time for everybody to get some football in, since we don't have a football team here as a sport.
Let's go, Flame! Oh, snap!
Powder Puff to me is something that actually opened me up at Huntington.
And for me, just as a freshman, obviously, like I get to know all the different girls on my floor, and we all grow closer together.
Powder Puff just means a lot of unity between the girls on the floor, and just provided a lot of good fun between all the other girls on campus as well.
Powder Puff means to me, it just signifies some of the best times that you're going to have during homecoming weekend.
What does it mean to impact your community? As a broadcast media major at Huntington University, you'll explore that question and uncover the heart of storytelling. Tell real-life stories of the world around you from day one and uncover why it matters to the campus, community, and beyond. It could be in our live TV studio through our award-winning newscast, broadcasting home athletic events, or running HU's very own radio station. You'll have the opportunity to use industry standard equipment from 4K cameras to instant replay to better prepare you for a future career. In addition to foundational courses, you'll have the chance to specialize in church media, corporate media, news, or marketing and sales. Or spend your last summer interning in one of America's largest cities, Phoenix, Arizona. In this one-of-a-kind opportunity, you'll have a home base at Huntington University's Arizona Center for Digital Media as you launch into professional opportunities catered toward your area of interest and enjoy the sunshine in the process. Your professional network begins as soon as you become a Forester. Broadcast media majors at HU have a long-standing history of success in the job market. You'll be connected with alumni who have gone before you, not to mention all of your professors have industry experience. You've been given a gift. Why not use it to impact your world for Christ? Huntington University Broadcast Media. Real life stories, real world experiences. Impact your community.
I am Dr. Fred Miller. I am the Department Chair of Kinesiology and also an exercise science professor at Huntington University. Huntington University is unique as far as they get a lot of one-on-one attention from the professor. You know, helping them learn the information or helping them minister a test, whereas some universities, you don't get that one-on-one from the professors. One of our themes focuses is on being a Christian and trying to be a good role model for others. We're here, we really care about the student and want to see that student succeed, not just preparing them for their future career, but also we want to prepare them to be a servant for God. Huntington University, we have a lot of equipment that students will get an opportunity to use and experience. Some of the equipment we have include a bod pod, which is very famous. We also have other interesting equipment that students will get to use. That equipment include a VO2 Max, a metabolic cart system. There's also a lot of equipment including other health measures. Students will get plenty of opportunity to learn how to use all this equipment, and they will get administering it to other students. Oftentimes, students who get an undergraduate degree in exercise science will go on to physical therapy school, or even they will go on to physician assistant school. And then also another common career path for students is to become a strength conditioning specialist and mainly work with athletes. Exercise science is a degree where students will gain a lot of knowledge about health, but having someone that has the knowledge and experience to help an individual to get fit, to get healthy is important. And students at Huntington University, they learn about knowledge that's credible and that's important for students to have so they can help these individuals.
Everything has a beginning. A moment where a dream becomes an idea, and an idea a creation. Cutting-edge creators are engaging in the ever-changing medium of digital media. But one thing never changes, and that's story. We are storytellers. Whether it's on set, in the lab, or in the field, we are always looking to understand the heart of society and explore the depths of human nature. The goal is to make captivating, moving narratives that the world will want to view and cherish. But the journey to that goal is vital. Where you learn and how you learn makes all the difference. Every great movie or broadcast has a creative body working behind it, and those artists and technicians had to learn, had to start somewhere. They needed a place to tap into their passions and train in their craft. Digital media is a living, breathing thing, consisting of a network of moving parts. Different skills are necessary for a healthy creative body. Some skills you may not have even heard of yet. And without each of those individual breathing parts, we would look and sound a whole lot like this. We need you. In Huntington University's Digital Media Arts Department, you get your hands on equipment from day one. You don't have to wait a few years to get in the studio or get on a set. In your first year, in your first semester, you'll work in supporting roles on underclassmen projects and even get to develop your own stories. So, you want to operate the Red? We can do that. Want to learn how to use a Cintiq? We got you covered. How about anchoring a live TV studio? Yeah, we got one of those too. You may not have a clear plan in mind, or may not know what your interests are yet, but your years at Huntington are time for self-discovery and to embrace your passions. One thing's for sure, the professors are always a source of encouragement and ongoing advice, who more than anything want to see you succeed and grow in those passions. You may be missing home, but rest assured, you always have a family to turn to in this department. Not only does the program grow your technical and artistic side, but it also pushes you to seek truth and grow in your walk with Christ. The power of story itself derives from Jesus. Our artistic skills and visions can be a most meaningful form of worship. The real world starts before that diploma is handed to you. You have opportunities to build up your demo reels, travel for your craft, and work with clients. We prepare you for a life in LA if you choose, possibly a career at DreamWorks, or maybe you work for a professional sports network. Our students are putting out good work and showcasing it to the world. We attend a number of conferences, festivals, and competitions each year. I'll let our awards speak for themselves. And get this, 93% of our graduates are working or in grad school. So this goes out to all the storytellers, dreamers, and artists out there looking for a place to call home the next 4 years while honing their creative minds and skills. So what do you say? Are you in?
It's on the... He made it! Oh my God!
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back inside King Track and Field Stadium. Certainly some adjustments being made at the half for both teams, as both teams' offenses have been having a little bit of trouble jump-starting themselves. We are tied 0-0 at the current moment. So with 3:13 remaining in this half, Taylor does come back to the field. And there were last period, as I mentioned, these offenses have a little bit hard time jump-starting. Only 9 shots were recorded, 5 of those being on goal, 3 for the Trojans, 2 for the Foresters. So the Foresters looking to move towards the goal just a little bit more and strike. It's going to be really interesting to see what Coach Lawson draws up to continue to charge the box. We saw one hit the top of the crossbar, and that one came from Pablo Garcia. Pablo Garcia has been a great goal scorer for this Forester team with a handful of goals so far this season, leading the team at one point. I believe he might still be, but he's been playing great at the striker position. And in goal, the Foresters today took the switch from Greenfield to Cook, so they could continue to give a little bit more experience to their goalkeepers. And he's been credited with 3 saves today, as long as a handful. He's been playing quite well on the corner kicks, and the Foresters have had a disparity in corner kicks. The Trojans have had 4 to the Foresters' 1. Hansen, I mentioned how Hansen is second overall in total saves, but he's only been credited with 1 today, but he still has been playing really well, stopping the ball where he needs to, even if they were just light shots. As I have mentioned, only 3 on goal for the Foresters, or 2, my apologies. So it's going to be incredibly interesting to see how the Foresters respond as they head back to the field now with 1:20 remaining as we look to kick off the second half. Wind conditions also are going to be a factor in the second half. The wind has picked up just a little bit, and so the Foresters are going to have to take that into account as they switch goals now. Good leadership there from Cook on the off the stairs here. He's trying to motivate his team. They want to find a good reason to get a goal here, and possibly a golden one in this situation. Foresters have been here before. As I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, just earlier this week, they only gave up 1 goal, and that was a PK in the 50th minute. So they know what they're doing, and they're doing it quite well on defense. They just need to start capitalizing on the offensive end of the ball in order to keep striking. As both teams come, it appears that Lawson will keep a majority of the 11 that he started with. Maybe some familiarity to the teams. Just move the ball around here. Foresters looking for a much-needed win to stay in the race for the regular season championship and the #1 seed, and able to have home games in the playoffs. And the horn sounds here in Huntington as both teams return to the field for second half action. Foresters getting motivated here. As I mentioned, it's a little bit windy out here. Right now it is 58 degrees. Wind coming at 13 miles per hour towards the south. So the teams will have to take that into account. The Trojans meet up near their box, looking for a game plan, looking for their 3rd road win of the year. A little bit of humor at midfield as Morris kicks off. Starts charging towards the box. Foresters getting warmed up a little bit, and the Trojans now spread out. And now play is about to resume. Morris is going to take the kickoff here. Waiting for the whistle, and there it is. Arnold will get the kickoff right away. Back up to Stanford. Stanford sees Morris right there, wasting no time. DeConnick is going to come, and this one has to chase it down and stays inbounds barely. DeConnick has to go out of bounds, and no! They will decide to give a throw into the Trojans. Almost there. Not quite. Throw in coming now. It's a good throw in. Garcia has this one, misses it. Now Hardy's going to charge. Moving the ball right side of the pitch. Moves up now. Cook's getting in a good position, followed by Dice. Dice take a spill there, and that'll be a goal kick coming for Cook. Cook with the wind to his back now. A little bit of an advantage for him. Launches this one. High ball there. Going to be headed off by Artle. Garcia gets the ball passed back to him. He sees Morris. He has DeConnick there. DeConnick's going to find what he can do. He sends that one into Stanford. Stanford has it at the top of the box. Garcia gets tripped up there. No call. Keegan Lee kicks that one away. Trying to move the ball around here, and that'll be a Forrester throw-in now. Looking for the throw-in now. Dye's going to take it way into the box. Headed off by Morris, and another save inches away from the line. Throw into the right side of the pitch. And that one sails away. Lee takes a spill onto the track. His hands are being a little bit of pain. He gets up now. Officials keep the clock running. The main problem with having that track right there is pretty obvious. If you know, there's not much field. There's about maybe a couple feet of field than track. It's incredibly difficult. Foresters thought that one might have been a handball. Do not get the call. Trojans still in possession. Moving the ball upfield. And that'll be a goal kick for Cook. Good long kick there. As Morris finds a good opening there. DeConnick has a one-on-one with Hansen. DeConnick's gonna take it himself, sails it to the cross the box, a little bit too much power, and it sails out of bounds. DeConnick with a good opportunity, but just put too much on it. It's obviously just a little bit frustrated, but can redeem himself. 41 minutes remaining. An early goal would have been nice for this squad, but just not quite there. Now the Foresters have it again. Erlinson has this one, trying to get it around. That was going to be a header kick there. DeConnick with this one yet again. DeConnick moving to the side. And Garcia misses a header. Foresters just with another missed opportunity, and not exactly what you want when you're tied at half. When you're tied in the second half. Long kick there. Erlinson's going to have a good read on it. Does not quite get it off there. Kicked in there. Cook's going to watch that one. Did he get a hand on it is the question. They are saying he did not. Good effort there by him to make sure that it didn't sail into his net, but went wide. And now another kick coming. A goal kick coming for Cook. Cook launches this one. Stanford's going to try to head it there. He does not go up for it. Morris had a good read on it. Garcia's going to take this one. DeConnick gets that one headed away. Good header there from McNeil. Stanford again. Over to Morris. Morris to Artle. Artle does not, gets a bad bounce there. Kicks it in. DeConnick has a run on it. He gets it in. And once again, too much power. They say not to skip leg day, but I think DeConnick might want to take a few days off. Hansen fakes DeConnick out there. Connick sends that one to the right side of the pitch, far right side of the pitch. Goes in now. McBride has this one. Back to his teammate, that is Hardy. Hardy cross field. Throw in coming out from Dice. Dice chucks it across field. Late call there. And the Trojans not even going to waste time when their free kick, get it off, while the Foresters are wondering what the call even is. Moving the ball towards the box. Dice is going to have a one-on-one here, going to be moved in. Cook watches that one, and it hits the post! It goes in! Trojans strike first! Good goal there. Could not quite see who last got their foot on it, but the Trojans come up first, and it is now 1-0, and the Trojans look to keep their streak alive with road wins. Unlucky break for the Foresters, and especially after those two. And an unlucky break for Cook, too. He watched that one, just missed his arm. Now the Foresters are going to have to respond quickly, now playing with a sense of urgency. Not too much needed. 38 minutes to go. Morris has this one. Morris trying to get around. DeConnick's going to look for the equalizer here. Gets it just a little bit ahead of him. Crosses the box. Had Morris right there. DeConnick on the left side of the box yet again. He's going to send this one in. Stanford's there. Stanford just misses the slide tackle. And the Trojan defense comes in clutch. Moves in here. Parton sends that one far right side. And Haldura decides to watch that one sail out of bounds as a throw-in coming now for the Foresters, still looking to strike. Only 8 minutes have passed by. Kicked in here. Moore's going to try to use his speed. Going to be headed off there by McNeil. Garcia went on a chase, just could not quite get there in time. Morris trips him up. I think Morris might have gotten hit himself. Nonetheless, the Trojans will get the call and have a chance for a free kick here. Kicked off right side of the field. Move down to the right side of the box. Dice has this one, sends it up. Ardle has it now, has Stanford. He is going to pass it to him. Stanford takes this one, passes it back to Lighton. Kicked in now. DeConnick's going to take this one. As our friend Abdul would say, DeConnick plays with love. That's what he's trying to do here. As the Foresters look to strike, long kick there. Lee has it. Lee has a little bit of open field, sends it into the box. Stanford was not quite there to get it. Foresters will take possession here. Jackson has this one over to DeConnick. DeConnick's going to send it back. Erlinson being closely chased. And that one Unlucky break there. Hunter Jackson tried just a light tap, got a lot of power on it, went flying, went straight out of bounds. Throw-in coming now. McNeil's going to take this throw-in. Moving the ball in now. Forrester's looking to move the ball around now. Morris takes this one, watches it sail out of bounds. Throw in here now. Morris takes this one. Tries to find Garcia on the right side, but gets intercepted. Trojan still in possession now. Moves the ball upfield, tripped up, no call. Two players gets tripped up. Arnold takes a spill. He's looking for the call as the Trojans charge the box. Cook's going to take this one, dives in the air. Ooh, falls on it right by there and wasting no time. Stanford's going to get this one closely followed. Might have got a little bit of his jersey there. DeConnick on the left side, Garcia in the middle. Morris just a little bit to the right. Stanford takes this one, going to try to get to the defense. Can't quite get there. Handball called late. Stanford took that one. Stanford tried to take it. It was a little bit ill-conceived. There was Trojans arguing the handball call, and he sniffed it through them, but they were right there ready to play defense. Morris takes this one. He's going to be on the right side of the box, going to try to get there. He gets in a collision. Play continues on. Might have been a equal opportunity. And Dice watches that one, sails out of bounds. He's going to take a throw in here. We know he can chuck it. That's exactly what he does. Long chuck there. And that one's cleared out. Foresters near their box. Dice is going to take this one. When Dice is throwing it in for you, it's almost in essence a corner kick for you. You can get a corner out of it. Dice takes the throw in there. He's actually going to throw that one shorter than he usually does. Arnold has this one, keeps it in. Garcia gets tripped up, gets hit in the back of his head. Stanford's on the ground, and another Forrester throw in. Dice taking this one with a little bit better real estate. Foresters have been here before. This is a team that has faced adversity so far this season. Long throw in here. Garcia went up for the header, not quite there. And too high off the kick from Erlinson. Foresters going to have to focus on getting their balls down just a little bit. DeConnick had two goals sailing over the net. A little bit of update. That goal came from Juan Altez. He's a sophomore out of Columbia. He was the one who was able to capitalize on the goal. Now Hansen has a kick here. Stanford might be able to grab that one. Not quite there. Lighton went up for it too. Moves the ball around the defense. Cook with another great save there. I said earlier in the broadcast, the Foresters were going to have to watch for this Trojan defense, and that's what they're doing. They're doing it quite well. Long kick there. Morris going to take this one. It's going to sail out of bounds. Cook with quite a bit of power. Morris going to take this one. He has a good opportunity. Jordan Morris has a one-on-one. He's good in this situation. Closely being followed. Morris going to get it blocked away. Stanford has this one, trying to move around the box. Got to be careful now. Arnold, way too much power yet again. Just a lot of power there. And stoppage of play here for, I guess, a goal kick. Another one. Forrester's getting a little bit frustrated watching all these kicks. I mean, imagine if a couple of these might have been a little bit more on target. We could be looking at a totally different game. Forrester's going to charge quickly. It's up for the short kick there. Going to be moved around. Garcia has possession now, sends it towards DeConnick. DeConnick sees Morris. He's actually going to take it to Arnold. Arnold going to try to get around the defense. Gets it around. DeConnick again, intercepted! Moving the ball up yet again. Jordan Morris gets tripped up. He gets tackled, and there's the call. That was a fundamental football tackle, if you ask me, but American football, that is. And now the Foresters are going to take it. Foresters opting not to try to do a little knot formation here with this kick, as Lighton's going to take it. Foresters on the right side of the box. Whistle sounds. Too high yet again. Another kick just sailing way too high. Now the Foresters do have the wind to their back, so that might have something to do with it, but some of these are just so high I don't even know if the wind were carrying them. Just gotta watch their power just a little bit. They're striking right where they need to, just too high almost every time. Moves the ball around. Parton takes this one up. Good footwork there from Allen. Allen way up there. Moore's going to head that one off. Ardle is there. Ardle takes this one. Hanson going to take that one out of the air. Gets body checked. He gets tripped up. No call. Morris restraining, trying to avoid a fight or something. Ardle got into it with a Taylor player in midair. Handshake there. A little bit of a good, I like the good sportsmanship there. Long kick. And that one sails out of bounds for a Trojan throw-in.
Johnny, I got it. Johnny, I got it.
I think you heard it right there. McNeil told his buddy Johnny, he said, hey, I got this, I got this. And good interception there from the Foresters, trying to clear the ball. Now that one gets sent out. Now the Foresters, Allen took that one off of Altez. Throw in here. Garcia's going to take it. Garcia's trying to play some good offense, just having trouble, gets doubled up. And that's a free kick. Foresters have to advance the ball. Time is actually starting to get a little thin now for the Foresters. They're going to have to capitalize soon. DeConnick has this one. DeConnick up to Morris. Morris has a good read on it. Gets it around Hanson. Morris gets tripped up. The ball is already out from his feet, so there will be no PK. Morris' first career goal was that game winner against Goshen. Gets tripped up there towards the center of the box. Erlinson got that one away. Garcia now passes it back. On the wing is Jackson. Jackson sees DeConnick upfield, will give it to him. DeConnick keeps that one from going out of bounds. Jackson with the ball yet again. Gets the ball around the defense. Dice has this one. He sends it back across midfield. Way back there, Forrester's playing the ball on the back line. Now they're going to try to launch it. They do. Way up there. Ardle going to have to try to get into the box. No use. And that's a throw-in now for the Foresters. 20 minutes have gone by. Foresters have 25 minutes to attack the net. They can do it. Foresters have had quite a few games going to overtime this year. And a little stumble from the Trojans lets the Foresters maintain possession. Dice going to use a signature arm. I guess that has to be something the coaches see in film. They must see his arm and know what they're dealing with. But he's going to take this one short to Ardle. Ardle's going to try to get this one around. Ardle gets it around the defense, but not for long. As Erlinson's going to go for this one. Good effort there by Erlinson. Just avoided a one-on-one. Tyler Dayhoff was there and had a perfect opportunity to just go one-on-one with Cook, and Erlinson was right there to take it away. Now that one goes back to Allen. Allen up to Hunter Jackson. Jackson gets the ball stolen. He gets tripped up by the grass. You can live by these wet field conditions or you can die. There's been quite a few times we've seen players take spills and get a one-on-one that might not have been there. Still moving the ball around here, kicked up. Move back now. Cook's gonna watch this one. It launches way up there. Lots of spin on that one and straight out of bounds for a Trojan throw-in. .23 minutes remaining now. Kicked up here. Cook's going to have an easy save yet again as he scoops this one up. Slid there. Allen gets the ball around, having to use some good speed. Allen gets tripped up. No call. Good by Webby Pearl. Kicked up here yet again. 23 minutes remaining. Garcia takes a spill. I want to remind you tonight, it's tripped up yet again. It's been a radical shift. The first few minutes, the players, like the officials, were calling almost about everything. Now they're letting a little bit slide now, letting the game play on. Moving the ball up now. Trojans having to look for something here as that ball stops right before the out of bounds line. Gets the ball around the defense now. Trojans looking to attack. Lots of green there, and Cook with another easy save. And they took it away now. And another. Now the Trojans are the victim of a high kick. Goal kick coming now. I want to remind you in Forester action, we have another volleyball game tonight at 7 o'clock. The HU women's volleyball team will face the St. Francis Cougars. Trojans moving the ball around now. Kicks that one back. Move the ball around here. So 7 o'clock, first serve. Love to see you there. Throw in now for the Foresters. 21 minutes remaining. Urgency starting to pick up to get the equalizer. Quickly stolen away by the Trojans. Sells out of bounds. Late call. They're going to call it for the Trojans. The Foresters could have swore they had it. Coach Lawson arguing it, actually. Clock continuing to run. And the Foresters do get it after a quick argument. Dice takes this one, throws it way in there. Ocock was on the chase. That one sails out of bounds. And now the Foresters have a throw-in that's being contested. There was a disagreement. The official on the field said Trojan ball. The side officials said Forester ball. And so they had to, it will be a Trojan throw-in. The officials said that overall, moved up here, watching the offsides, and that's exactly what happened. Free kick coming now, going to be kicked back. 19 minutes remaining. Forester still without a goal yet. Moving the ball around now. Kick way up there. That's going to sail out of bounds. For a Forester throw-in. Dice is going to take this one. Long throw in there. Kicked off there, way out there. Looking at league standings right now, Indiana Wesleyan and Huntington are tied for first place in the Crossroads League. Huntington at 4-1-2 in league play, and the Indiana Wesleyan also at 4-1-2. And it will be green ball. I think you right next to the boom mic that argument took place, so you heard everything. Moving the ball up now, but continuing on, Bethel closely following behind at 4-1-1. Spring Arbor at 4-2-1. Mount Vernon at 4-2 overall. Grace, Mary, and St. Francis, and Taylor and Goshen occupying the final five. Like I said, just not too far away from playoff time. Things are getting interesting for this Forester squad. Official interference. Unlucky break there. It did. Lighton tried to get it around the defender. He did. It hit off the official. Trojans making some kind of argument. 17:38 remaining. Short kick here as Trojans. That one's going to stay in bounds. Barely moved off here. That was a close one, though. Kyle Williams has come onto the field. Kyle Williams with a handful of goals this year so far. Forester throw, and you're starting to see the urgency. Camden Dice was right on the field, right in the throw-in area, and got it off within seconds. Just no time to waste at this point with 17 minutes remaining. Long kick there, going to be moved up the field, headed by the Trojans. McBride takes that one. And that'll be a Forester free kick. As Erlinson got his jersey grabbed and yanked down a little bit. Interfere with his play on the ball. And like I said, Erlinson wasting no time. Whistle sounds. Jones taking this ball at the field. He finds Allen. Allen takes this one. He sends it way across field to Erlinson. Erlinson going to pass it back to Jones. Jones kicks this one up. Williams trying to get around. Can't quite get there. And a long kick there. Still being moved up the field. And that one's going to be cleared out for a corner kick for the Trojans. 30 minutes have gone by. Trojans with a couple substitutions. Certainly no rush to get on the field for them. That would be an interesting strategy to make a substitution to slow down an offensive attack. Well, you can't, you gotta wait for a dead ball, but still, some momentum, burn some clock. That's what exactly they burned about 30 seconds there on that substitution. And that one's gonna be kicked way out there. It's gonna sail almost out of the facility. Line drive headed off there by Allen. Had it again. That ball doesn't look like it's going to hit the ground anytime soon. Finally does with the Trojans in possession and blocked by the Foresters' back line. Moved up now. Foresters trying to get the ball around here. Moved up here. Cook's going to try to take this one. Hey, there's a wide open goal. And he's offsides. He's offsides. And while the Trojans are arguing, the Foresters are, I saw that flag go up almost immediately. Trojans with another throw in now. Lucky break there for Cook as he just missed that ball with a wide open net. Trojans with another opportunity, missed kick there from Muffy. Kick back again. Cook goes out of his net a little bit, try to retrieve that one. Williams gets it around the defense momentarily. Trojans gonna take it back to their back line. Forrester's gonna try to grab the ball here and move it up quickly. Not quite there though. Williams has this one, gets it around the defense. Forrester's in possession now, moves the ball up. Williams has it. Move the ball up here. That one's kicked away for another Trojan throw-in. And a handful of substitutions as Coach Lawson let most of his starting 11 get a quick break. But this is going to have to be an incredibly crucial 12 minutes after the substitution. The Foresters cannot start slipping at this point in the season. Still move the ball up here. Trojans on the attack now. Altez has this one. He got the first goal of the day. Gonna be moved off. Good defensive stand there by the Foresters. Erlinson has this one, moving the ball at the field. Has Iconic on the left side. That's where he's gonna send it. Garcia in the center. Ardle on the right side. And he's gonna send it across field. That's actually Alexander, my apologies. Alexander tries to get one through the defense, not quite there. But the Foresters still on the chase. Coming up in HU men's action. They'll be on the road this Wednesday against the Knights. Then they got Spring Arbor here on the 24th, so next Saturday, and then one more home game against Bethel on Halloween. Could be a big game for determining tournament seedings. If you remember, Foresters took down Bethel in the conference semifinal last year. Garcia moves this one. DeConnick's gonna have a good. DeConnick gets someone on the head. Who to hit off of? What's the call? That's a goal kick. Foresters thought they might have had a handball. Was not there though. Wind picking up now. Gonna be interesting to see how that plays out. Morris has this one, tries to get it around the defense. DeConnick has this one, gonna try to get around as well. He gets tripped up, no call, there's the call! And this is huge. Hold your breath, ladies and gentlemen. Garcia takes this one, sends it to the right side of the box, and it misses. Forrester still in possession though. Cross the box. It's a goal! It's a goal! We're knotted up here in Huntington! And a lucky break for the Foresters as a great cross there. It is tied up 1-1 with 10-11 remaining. And that's what the Foresters do. That's what good teams do. They play well in the clutch. And now, 0-0 with 10-11 to go. That goal coming from James Lighton. Now both teams playing with some urgency. Trojans having to play a little bit different. Oh, and DeConnick had an open lane, but it was headed off. Alexander's gonna... Stanford had that one. Garcia goes for it. Intercepted by the Trojans. Still moved around here. Mapata has this one. Intercepted by the... And there's a call. And... Trojans looking for a yellow. Not quite there. Trojans were not paying attention. DeConnick has a one-on-one. Oh my goodness. Oh, DeConnick with a golden opportunity miss as Hansen was out of the net. We have a stoppage of play. What's going on? Free kick coming out for the Trojans. Hansen came out and he wasn't paying attention. That one hit off of McNeil as he was just walking away. Stanford takes a spill. It's getting chippy here in King. And that is a throw-in now for the Foresters. So Hansen took that one, hit it off of McNeil. DeConnick grabbed it, went on a one-on-one, and now Morris has this one. Good job by the Trojans defense to recognize that and just slipped off of DeConnick's foot, but nonetheless, that would have been a very interesting game winner. Moving the box now right side, moving a shove down there. Dice moved in here into the box. Still moving around here. Forrest gonna take it back in the box. Dice clears it. Still trying to move the ball around. Morris has this one. Taps it around the defense. Can't quite get there. DeConnick has this one. It's one-on-one. Has Jordan Morin. Here comes DeConnick. It's another goal! It's another goal! It's another goal! And the Foresters, 2 goals in a moment's notice! And the Foresters are now in the lead! And Valentine DeConnick with a celebration I haven't quite seen before. But the Foresters are in the lead. Just 8 minutes ago, they looked to be hopeless, and now they're in the lead. Player down on the field, though. An incredible play by DeConnick there. You know, I said it earlier, a couple times in this one, DeConnick had a couple shots that went too high. The Foresters have found the rhythm, and now they are up 2. And the Foresters looking good with 7:41 remaining. And one thing to take notice of is that the Trojans, you know, they were playing a little bit slow. They weren't attacking too much. And then when that goal with 10-11 remaining, so that goal in the 35th minute, they had to start pushing, and they weren't quite ready for that. The Foresters were ready. They had the substitution. That was a good call by Coach Lawson there. It was a great call by Coach Lawson, actually, to move somebody, have the players sit down. He trusted that second team to say, okay, you can't give up any goals right now. The Foresters also catching a lucky break on that offsides call a little bit earlier in the game, and now the Trojans playing with a lot of urgency, but as are the Foresters, as Alexander has that one. Now the Trojans moving the ball up. Cook's going to have a one here. Tripped up, and he misses the slide tackle for a free kick. And now it's the Foresters that aren't rushing it. The Foresters had to be a little bit frustrated watching the Trojans kind of, slow it down the game a little bit. But now McNeil's going to come back into this one. He was hurt a minute ago. He is feeling better now, so Cook's going to have this one, taking his time now. 6:54 remaining. Headed around here. Intercepted by DeConnick. Has that one. Who did it hit off of last? It did hit off of Altez. Now the throw-in coming from Hunter Jackson. Hunter Jackson throws this one in. Josh Jones is there. Josh Jones sends it up to Morris. Morris heads it up. Does a little scoop there. Morris sends this one crossfield to Alexander. Alexander cannot quite track that one down. 6:15 remaining. Trojans having to play with quite a bit of urgency. Hearts and stomachs all down I-9. Morris has this one, has to watch the offside. He's going to let it bounce. Morris has possession of this one now. Gets it around the defender. He gets dragged. No call. He definitely had a hold of his jersey. And what's the call? He was holding on to his jersey. So I wasn't quite sure. And now the Foresters have a free kick. A few more steps. Morris might be looking at a PK. But these are the breaks. Garcia's going to take this one. He has quite a leg on him. Foresters charge in the middle of the box, moving around. Kicks low there, headed off. Going to be right there for the Foresters to grab. Moving the ball around yet again. Trojans attempt to clear it, not too far. DeConnick with the header. Morris tries to get a head on it. Dice watches that one slide by. Whistle sounded. I wasn't sure if Alexander, I probably don't know if Stanford heard the whistle there. Watch that one slide by. Still moving the ball around, tripped up, and that will be offsides yet again. Long kick there now. DeConnick lets that one sail. Alexander does have a brace on his knee, so he has to be careful for that. DeConnick has it now. Hansen's going to take this one. Long throw there. There's Altez. Morris is going to play good close defense. You heard him say hold it. Back to Hansen. Long kick there yet again. Good header there. Stanford takes it. Garcia. And that'll sail out of bounds for a Trojan throw-in. Trojans have to play with quite a bit of urgency as it is 3:30 remaining. Throw-in coming here. Another long throw in. And that one sails out of bounds. That's a Trojan throw-in. Foresters looking. A lot of Foresters start running across the field, thinking that they had it, but no such luck. Trojans only down 1. Foresters looking to advance it yet again. Tripped up there. Dice takes a spill. Dice brought a guy down. Free kick here and a crucial one. Hold your breath, ladies and gentlemen. This is huge. Trojans charging the right side of the box. They move towards the goal. Cook's going to check this one. Oh, the goal's wide open. Cook has to get back up. Just enough time to where he can get back in his goal. That one sails, headed off, way too far. Missed now. The Trojans still on offense. Trojans still in possession, trying to get it around, double teamed. And Cook snatches this one out of the air, and a crucial save when it matters. Cook dives on this one. He's going to stay there for a minute, make sure no one tries to spar it from under him. Long punt there. .130 remaining. Trojans not, Foresters not out of the woods yet, pun intended. Morris has this one, gonna try to get around here. He gets dragged. Morris has about a 4-on-1 right here. He has to connect towards the center. He's gonna take a dump off pass to Garcia. Garcia has it now, 1:08 remaining. Whistle sounds, and a free kick comes for the Trojans. I'm not quite sure who that was called on. 1 minute remaining. Ball moving down the field now. Foresters have a good header on it. Moves it back across field. Garcia playing close defense. Slight kick up. Foresters still in possession. Gets stolen away quickly. 45 seconds remaining. That one sails out of bounds. Trojan with a throw in now. Have to be quick about it. 38 seconds remaining now. Clock still ticking. Trojans advance up the field just a little bit into the box. Foresters looking for one last clear that could seal this. Set into the box on a chase. Move back in. DeConn's going to go for this one. Trojans still in possession. 20 seconds left. Sail into the box. Headed out. Garcia has this one. If he can get it out to Morris, this game could be over. Morris has this one. It's going to be slightly 12 seconds remaining. Trojans going to make a last-ditch attempt. Countdown begins. Trojans still not done yet. Still moved into the box, headed out, 3 seconds remaining, and it's cleared, and the Foresters come out with a win. A good one, too, and the Foresters needed this win today to keep pace in the conference tourney seedings for a league championship, and they get exactly that. And we will be back momentarily for post-game stats.
This is how we like to do it.
welcome back inside King Track and Field Stadium. Foresters are victorious today as they get a goal with 10-11 remaining. James Lighton gets in the back of the net for the equalizer, and then just a few minutes later, under 4 minutes later, in the 38th minute, Valentin DeConnick finds the back of the net as well. What a way for this game to end. It was a great effort there by the Trojans. Also a big shout out to this Forester defense. When the going got tough, they just kept playing super well. And, you know, there was a couple goals and a couple offsides and just a very aggressive game. Nothing that wasn't expected from the I-9 rivalry, but a joy indeed to watch these two teams battle it out here today. So that has to be it for us. Once again, we'd like to remind you, if you'd like to join us at 7 o'clock for HU Women's Volleyball against St. Francis, we'd love to have you. For Carson Watkins and the entire FDN Sports crew, thank you so much for joining us.